What's up, everybody? Showtime is the Blaze of King with King's Critiques, and we're here for Dr. Ameku. The new episode comes out tomorrow. I'll probably upload in a few days. But yeah, I kind of am backed up on a few of these episodes of things I really need to catch up. So hopefully today I'll be able to do that and just maybe sacrifice getting a late upload, and we shall see. But that said, last episode, Takao got a bit of distressing information about, I'm assuming, either a close friend or a family patient or something, but suppose we'll see the details on that information. Last episode, she did beat out a lawsuit by being smarter than the person trying to get her in trouble. So let's see if she can avoid any sort of danger in this episode based on whatever is happening. But of course, let me know your thoughts on the series thus far in the comment section down below. Hit like, subscribe, and let the whole video run through if you're not going to have a conversation, because that would be highly appreciated. And that being said, let's get into things. See, here's the crazy part about recording this shit. Like, you have to be self-conscious about making sure it's recording properly every fucking time. Because how many times I fucked up.
Michael.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That kid looks older than 11. I'm just saying. Like, he looks like the generic kind of high schooler you'd see in a lot of these animes. Boy's fucking tall.
Go on.
Yeah, see, if someone's seeing an angel and then people are getting sick, that seems like, you know, a fucked up coincidence. I'm just saying, like, angels are a great subject for fantasy and storytelling and all that. But when someone's seeing one in real life, if bad things are following it, that's cause for concern.
された後に起こっているんだ。
Now, is she having a problem with this because the fact that last episode she almost got in trouble for misdiagnosing a child? Or is it because that someone that was in that letter that got sent to her last episode is somebody she knows? That we're still to determine. They are the chosen ones. They are going to become sick, infected, and then become more powerful than anybody has ever known. I mean, it sounds like it's deserved then. You know, she looks like concerned for whatever she might have done in the past involving this room number or involving children specifically. Like, she does not look like the same overconfident, borderline cocky Takao that we've known to love. Okay, but like, you can't compare the assistant woman to a Gyaru, at least a typical Gyaru, because like, we've seen enough Gyaru in a bunch of these rom-com anime over the years to know she is nowhere close. Like, maybe in high school she, like, did that kind of shit, you know? Because, I mean, not all of them are as generic as being, you know, tan, blonde, big lip, and big other places. You know, some of them are paler. I'm not going to say not big other places, because, like, the example I had in mind was Minami, and, well, she wasn't pale or big lip, but... And yes, of course, Best Girl is definitely in that example, but, like, I honestly didn't even consider her a Gyaru until, like, later, when that was kind of, like, just the tagline they gave a bunch of these rom-com characters. High-key. Anywho. Okay, but she's the same shade as he is. Like, what? She comes in, opens the window, and then leaves after giving the kid the stink eye. That's kind of rude. Oh well. Okay, yeah, now that's not her typical attitude, though. Like, she always wants to double, even triple check these patients. There's something going up in that noggin. She did not want to go into that room no matter what, so... This is going to be an interesting story when we finally hear it. She has no clue, and she does not care at this current time. Because she has some sort of personal connection to the kid in this room. And, like, the lackadaisical attitude she's taking with this whole thing is kind of insane, honestly. Well, the doctor-kid thing is kind of strange, but, yeah, obviously she does have a connection to the kid, so... Explanations there? All tucked off? Well, that was a clumsy way for her to walk away. But, like, what's her problem? Has she, like, made friends with somebody with similar conditions before and they died and she broke that promise once before? That actually seems like the kind of stereotypical thing they would put into the plot, doesn't it? Sorry, that's, like, ASDF level darkness. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor just like you. Aw, you're not gonna grow up. Hey, to be fair, I'm not religious, and I don't believe in half of that shit, but angels do exist. I mean, shit, Chris Angel, it's a fucking freaking nature, honestly. Does some crazy ass shit. I think he's still performing out there. Okay, but like, let's backtrack 2 seconds. You say it makes him uncomfortable to be next door to those three, but I don't know. The redhead kid kind of looked concerned about the child. Like, that just might be my opinion. Like, I'm dumb at picking up, reads on people sometimes. But, like, the redhead kid did seem kind of concerned about the little one. Okay, well, maybe in that instance he wasn't concerned about the kid, but, like, in the instance that they just showed us, he looked kind of concerned.
Oh,
Yeah, honestly, that's the question that we've been having for the past, 15 minutes, is what the hell connection does she have to the kid that makes her not want to be in the children's ward? Oh, so does she feel bad that she basically took away years of his life because of one diagnosis? Which, on the counter end of that, she also might have given him those extra few years because of that diagnosis. So, like, it's kind of a hard call. Like, yeah, sure, you may have taken away years that the kid could have had fun, but if the shit that you do is successful, then he could go back out one day and live his life. Hey, obvious example, hats not only help cover up baldness, even if it's kind of evident otherwise, but can't really blame it in this instance, and also helps cover up bad hair. That's why I wear this thing so often. Because I just don't feel like making up my hair in the morning so I can start recording. Is that kind of irresponsible? Maybe, but like, however, well, leukemia is one of those things where people can go into remission and then it can come back into full force. Like, that's kind of the thing that happens to even adults, It's literally the thing that happened to, oh, I don't know, immediate example would be fucking, wrestler Roman Reigns. That shit happened to him several years ago, so he took a hiatus. Now, obviously, that kind of shifted directions the other way after some amount of time, but it can come back at any time, whether you're still a child, whether you're an adult. Apparently, it can happen at any time, and that is highly unfortunate. She feels responsible because she feels bad for the kid, and she feels like she might be partly responsible. I would imagine that's her reason for feeling like she does, because nowhere in the story that we got told just now makes it seem like she's responsible, but she kind of takes a lot to heart, so she might feel responsible. Especially because, her diagnosis was right, but their way of fixing him was not, so she probably feels bad about that too. See, I'm gonna pause just for a second, just so I can say something that might be controversial in some people's opinions, but like, this is the kind of example of why that thing that 99% of people know exists should really just be put out in the public, because like, less people, let alone less children, would die if that was the case. Just saying. And like, I'm not gonna say it specifically, but people know what I'm referring to, especially because of the conversation going on. So like, yes, it might be a conspiracy theory thing, but listen, a lot of shit in that realm of things has not been quite 100% honest over the past several years at least. So, but that's all I'm saying on that bit. Like, that does not change the progression of how the show is going. So, kind of moot to mention, but of course she knows she's a genius. But that will not change her feelings on the, stuff involving the one kid, which is unfortunate, but that is how it is. I was gonna have time to record more of these things I have to upload, but okay, now looking at this, are those kids fucking with him? Because that would be kind of cynical, wouldn't it? Like, those three do look like, your common bully type trope in any of these generic high school anime. But yeah, that would be kind of fucked up if the kids are just screwing with him. Now, granted, think of this on the other light. What if those kids feel bad for bullying him and they're fucking with him, but just to, like, get him out and about to have some fun? And, like, I know they're doing it in a fucked up kind of way, but that's a smidgen of a chance. We're at the end of the episode, so we're probably not going to see what this is actually about, but... Or, on the other end, and I don't know why I chuckled with this thought process, because it's kind of fucked up. What if those children are calling him out of the room by doing that, just to finish the job? Like, that's fucked up to say, but not impossible knowing shows like this. Actually, wait, hold on. It wouldn't make sense if it was the kids doing it anyway, unless there's, like, a hole on their side of the room. Actually, wait, no. That makes less sense. Because, like, thinking of it perspective-wise, right? Like, the bed is here. The wall is here that he keeps seeing the angel on. But the other kids are in this room. So how would they be projecting a light like that onto that wall? So no, actually, I guess that thought process is kind of, like, invalid. Unless 701 has some sort of, like, hole in the wall that they go over and flash a light into. So there isn't someone in 701 already. So are they the one fucking with him? Or is this just harder to explain? It looks like one of the children is dying. Or might already be dead. Okay, so, like, really, I have... Yeah, I just went through my whole thought process on how that angel thing could come to be, and now I'm more confused. Because, again, thinking on room placement, it couldn't be those kids. Especially after one of them suffered, it looks like a near-death attack if he's not actually going to die at the top of the next episode. So, like, what the hell? Because, like, again, perspectively, right? Like, I know I showed it from my perspective a minute ago, so I'll try and do this again. Like, the cancer-ridden kid is here, okay? The bullies are in this room. Kenta is seeing that angel flash on his wall that is here. So how could the kids that are bullying people be involved in that unless they, like, snuck over to 701 and there's a hole in there that they flash the light through? But apparently there's a patient in 701, so how are they going to do that? So who is screwing with this child? That is the main question that I have, and honestly right now that's kind of wants to make me get up early tomorrow specifically to record the next episode and ReZero and figure it out, because now I'm confused, and honestly, fabrication or not, like... Yeah, I'm concerned, because this is probably the first mystery in this whole show that hasn't been, like, able to be figured out as easy. You know? So I'm looking forward to whenever I do end up watching the episode, I'll try my best to get it up, well, not up, but recorded tomorrow, because obviously tomorrow's ReZero day, so that has to be the main upload. But I'll either upload Ameku as a double upload and do that, or, I don't know, we'll see. I still have, like, 2 other things to catch up to. 3 other things to catch up to. Something like that. So, I'm just, leave that thought on that. Let me know your thoughts on how you think that's boiling down in the comments section down below. You know, what's happening to the bullies, what's happening to him, how is that light being flashed into his room when the common denominator is in this room and the light's being flashed here. Like, honestly, very good questions to be asked, and your thoughts would be appreciated to hear. Also, your thoughts on anything else I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description down below. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, look at the full unedited visuals and audio of the stuff I upload over here. Still looking for some free stuff to upload over there, though, to tempt some people. And don't forget to follow on Twitch, subscribe for benefits, can do so at Twitch Prime for free. That helps me out more temporarily. But subscribing to these things helps out with the main goal I've had for so long. That being said, it's been the Blaze King with King's Critique. Out, ta for now. Peace.